It's over.
Which actually we need to talk about this. What they also did was they added a second screen mechanic to the game.
Oh my god, yeah. That's what this is for. Well, you don't need this, but
to where if you on your phone, say, you can
download a Pip-Boy app.
This one.
And it opens up like the Pip-Boy. You link it to your game, and it, while you're playing, has your inventory in there, and you can manage your inventory and switch and equip things from your phone, and it will happen instantly on the game, which is so cool.
This is what your inventory screen actually looks like whenever you, all of your menus and whatnot actually look like on your Pip-Boy in the game, and you can actually go through and change things while you're playing it, which
and it happens like that. I was super surprised by.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be weird and laggy, but no, it's instant.
And with this, I've got one of my old phones in there because this one's too big and made me sad. But now it's permanently a Pip-Boy, so I guess there's that plus.
Yeah.
And I'm able to actually pull it up and do this while I'm doing nothing in the game. Instead of time has stopped, I'm actually doing shit. But let me tell you, you want stress in your game? you can go the route of, I'm not gonna pause my game to do it. I'm gonna bring up the app and I'm gonna die.
and then your phone dies, and then the real horror begins.
Then the game becomes easy. Oh, thank God! Just throw this thing away. I don't need text.
Throw your phone in the trash.
You don't need it when you're playing Fallout.
No,
you're in.
You need no connections
You are jacked
to the outside
in.
Or jack into the Matrix.
So there is that, and the guns.
The guns.
What they have done with how guns work is fantastic.
There's the most in-depth crafting system I have ever seen in a video game. Because
so good.
in previous games, you would see things everywhere around the world. You would see this book, for instance, which would not help you. This can, for instance, which would not help you in any way, shape, or form. It's all worth caps.
This Gimli action figure would be awesome to put on your bobblehead.
But it could not help you. But in this game, this has useful aluminum that you can use to mod your stuff. This has plastic and paper that you can use to put in stuff. This has plastic that you can use and screws.
Because screws you need.
That you can use to put in guns or use to build structures for your settlement or do anything.
This has cloth and maybe stuffing that you can do.
That you can use to
make beds and couches and whatnot.
Beds and stuff. Yeah.
You can build not just a weapon crafting system, but there's also settlements to where you are actually the leader of this place, and you are able to create a place for people that have no homes in the wasteland, for you to provide them a house and power and food and water and whatnot
and safety. You need to, because raiders will come if you build it. The raiders will come.
And it is a really, really interesting part of the game.
Yeah, it is.
At first you think, oh, I don't really need this, but then you start messing around with it and collecting junk, and you're like,
oh my God, I need only this.
I need so many things. I need to take this pistol that does dipshit
and just break it,
turn it
down,
and turn it into the muff piercer, where it eats everything that it hits.
You can name your guns too.
Well, you could always rename your stuff, but for weapons.
But now there's personalization to it.
Yeah, there's 6 different customization options for a different piece of the gun. So like, let's use the 10mm pistol for example. Like you've got
The
a part.
quintessential Fallout pistol.
Yes. Like you've got the receiver, which has like 7 different options for different things, like more hip fire, more damage, lighter, and then you have the barrel for like heavier stabilization, more like easier point fire. Then you got the muzzle part to where you can add like a suppressor or a or other things on there, a compensator, and then you've got the grip, which has different effects on it. Then you have the magazine to do, and then you've got sights on it, and that's just one gun. And you can put all these different things for however you want to play. Like I'm playing basically a fat cowboy gunslinger in the wasteland.
He looks really silly.
Like most people are like, oh, what you do is just have like your vault suit on as like a second skin, and then you just put like armor and shit on. I found a duster outfit, put it on, found like a militiaman hat to where it is a cowboy hat with like the side flipped up slightly, I think.
And like he's got like
And
a
I've got like a revolver and a pistol and like some other stuff, like my combat shotgun, which is the last resort, as I call it. Because I use my pistols otherwise. And it makes it to where you can play however you want.
It's like
And-
you hear about role-playing games where like they say, "Oh, do all this and you can make your own game." This game actually does it. Like most games, like they try to do it, but they want to rein you in because they're just like,
Destiny.
we're not confident enough that you're gonna do the fun things. But this game is like, do it all. Everything's fun. Just do it.
There is, as a friend of mine has found, there is a Grodnad the Barbarian costume that you can wear to where it is just the loincloth, and it gives you like
You're a Skyrim character essentially.
it gives you a plus like 5 or 10 to strength and a plus 5 or 10 to endurance, going above
Dear
the
Lord.
natural limits,
Dear Lord.
and like gives you so much plus damage to melee and unarmed attacks that it's ridiculous.
Wow.
To where you can be Grodnad the Barbarian, take whatever weapon you want and beat the shit out of people.
Yeah.
It's like if you find it, you can be the best at it.
Best at what?
Everything.
Everything.
And like, there's also like legendary weapons that are out there that have like specific names, but also like special abilities with it.
Yeah.
Like one of the first ones you'll probably find is called the Righteous Authority,
Yeah.
which is this laser rifle that
Delivers righteous authority.
that like on your first attack it deals double damage. Like if they're at max health, you deal double your damage, and it's already ridiculous.
It's beautiful.
And you beautiful man spider.
Oh my god.
And like all of them have all these different effects and whatnot. Or one of them that I got from one of the first like villains that you meet in the main story, named Cowlog. He's got this revolver pistol, which I love.
And I'm trying to get him to name it Complete Breakfast, but he won't.
Cowlog's pistol, part of a complete breakfast, but there's not enough
room for part of
for
a
all of
complete
it.
breakfast. So just name it Complete Breakfast, buddy.
The complete breakfast.
Just name it
No,
the complete.
a complete breakfast.
No, just call it Complete Breakfast. It is Complete Breakfast.
Cowlog's complete breakfast. That's a lot of letters.
It's a few letters.
But
There's at least 3 letters there.
and it does like whenever you crit, it like fills up your action points, which is used for like VATS, which is like a specific targeting system. Like sort of imagine like RoboCop's targeting computer. That's
my
sort of what VATS is.
Yeah, it's and like in previous games, it would again just pause time, but in this game it just puts it in bullet time, like it makes it slow motion, and
Like really slow motion.
which again adds to the stress of the game, which makes the game a little bit more stressful, but also makes it a lot more fun. Because like there's tension in the combat, which was almost non-existent before.
Yeah.
Like,
and you
there's-
have a lot less health than you do
Yeah,
before.
it's
Because before, you started out at like 250 if you were doing Fallout right.
yeah,
If you're doing it wrong, you can make it a little bit harder.
yeah,
But now it's like, because they've taken away like so many attribute points to where your character starting out is a lot lower level than characters in the previous games. So it's like you could have like only 100 health and a lot of guns will do like 20 damage that aren't pistols.
yeah,
And that's scary
yeah.
when you're fighting more than one person.
Like, because I came over and I was further in the game than he was because he got the game later than I did, and I was further in the game and I was playing
Precisely 17 hours later.
I was playing with, I had like a garbage pipe rifle, and he's watching me play and he's like, dude, you need to switch to a different gun because that gun is garbage. And I'm like, I haven't found any better guns because it's a lot harder of a game than it was before. And it's a gorgeous thing.